Greetings folks, it's Skiz Fernando welcoming you to another edition of Pan Asian. And as we move towards the warmer weather here and crawl out of our winter hibernation, it's time to start eating healthy again, right? So I've got just the dish for you on this episode of Pan Asian. It's a mixed vegetable stir fry from Malaysia. And even though there's a bunch of ingredients involved, the dish itself comes together very quickly. So I'm going to show you how to make this dish in your very own kitchen. Let's see what we need. To make this dish, you will need 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, 1.5 teaspoons of sliced fresh ginger, 3/4 of a cup of sliced onions or shallots, 2 tablespoons of coarsely chopped dried tiny whole shrimp. You can get those from any Asian store. 1 tablespoon of preserved soybean paste or black bean sauce. 1 tablespoon of regular soy sauce. 1/2 teaspoon of sugar. 1 teaspoon of sambal olek, which is a Indonesian chili paste. 1/2 teaspoon of ground black pepper. 1 cup of julienne carrots. 1 cup of sliced green beans. 2 cups of sliced cabbage. 1 cup of sliced shiitake mushrooms. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. 1/2 teaspoon of toasted sesame oil. And finally, for the garnish, 1 to 2 tablespoons of sliced spring onions. All right, you ready to do this? Let's get started. Now, as with any stir-fry dish, we start with the hot wok, and you can see the smoke rising off it. So I'm just going to add my oil first and work that around the wok. Next, I'm going to add my ginger and my garlic. I'm going to get that going real quick and infuse the oil with those nice flavors. And then I'm going to add my onions. I'm just going to saute all of that for a couple minutes, making sure to move the ingredients around a lot like this so nothing gets burnt, especially the garlic since it's minced so finely. Okay, the next ingredient I'm going to add is the shrimp. And these are really tiny shrimp that you can buy at most Asian stores. And before you use them, you just want to soak them in a little warm water for about 5 or 10 minutes just so they're soft. And then just give them a rough chop. Now, if you want to make this dish completely vegetarian, you can leave out these shrimp, but they do add a nice flavor. And as you can see, I'm just keeping things moving pretty quickly so nothing gets burnt while we cook the shrimp down a little bit. And you know, just maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and it's smelling really good. Let me tell you, whoever invents smell-o-vision is going to make a killing, and they're going to revolutionize cooking shows too. All right, next up we got our black bean paste or sauce. And I'm actually using a chili bean paste, so it's got a little heat. We're also going to add the soy sauce, the sugar, the sambal olek, which is basically a chili paste. You can buy that also at any Asian store. And the black pepper. And we're going to combine all these ingredients. And we're also going to add about a quarter cup of water. To make kind of a little nice sauce here. And we're going to cook this down for another 2 to 3 minutes. Now the carrots and the beans take longer to cook, so we're going to add them first. Here go the carrots and the beans. We're going to cook these down for about 3 to 4 minutes. For the purpose of this dish, you want the vegetables to be crunchy. Now, if you want them slightly soft, what you can do is just blanch both the carrots and the beans before you add them to the stir fry. And these have been going for about 3 minutes. So it's time to add now the cabbage and the shiitake mushrooms. And we're going to incorporate both of these vegetables into the mix. And cook it down for another couple minutes. Now that's one of the best things about stir frying is that, especially when you cook vegetables, they're not overcooked. In fact, most of the time in Asian food, they're undercooked and they still have that crunch. And that also means that they still have all of their nutrients. And the final touch is to hit it with the salt and the sesame oil. And this is what your dish is going to look like, folks. Stir-fried mixed vegetables. A dish from Malaysia, here on Pan Asian. Really, the final touch is to hit it with the spring onion, like that. Looks good, doesn't it? And of course, the best way to eat this is with some steamed white rice. And I'm just gonna help myself right here. Get a little bit of all the vegetables. And even though I cheated a little and added that shrimp, I still consider this really a vegetarian dish. Wow, a lot of flavors going on here, folks. A little sweetness, some savory, spicy, nice crunch from the vegetables. An excellent dish. So this is Malaysian stir-fried vegetables, and I'm Skiz Fernando, and I will see you next time on Pan Asian.